still the position was the same. There was no more water coming out of that particular tap.
Manje njengoba uye wafakwa kwelinye isele nakhona lapho kwelinye isele kwakade kungenamanzi.
Nkosi enkantolo kunjalo Nkosi enkantolo.
That is correct, my lord.
Ngoba ngisho nje manje ukuthi mina lokhu ishawa ngiyibona iphuma amanzi leyasevereri.
Because the only shower that I saw having water, it was that one from Valeria.
And can you tell the court, was the toilet in a good working condition as well?
I-toilet yona yayikade isebenza kahle.
Le ngaphakathi ayingasebenzi yayisebenza le ngaphandle.
The one inside the cell was not in a good working condition. The only one that was in a good condition was that one outside.
Kwamanye amasela ngakwakufashwa ngebhakede.
And in other cells, we used to use a bucket to flush.
Thank you. Let us proceed. And then you were booked at 2242 on the 16th of June 2020 by Sergeant Mohani.
Bakubhuka ke ngo-2242 nge-16 zika June uSergeant Mohani.
Angisibonanga isikhathi Nkosi enkantolo.
I did not see the time, my lord.
And then there was an entry made on the OB books that you were detained without no injuries.
Futhi ke kwabhalwa nakwi OB incwadi le eyesiphoyisa ebizwa i-occurrence book ukuthi wena uye wavalelwa ungalimalanga.
Angeke ngiphikisane Nkosi enkantolo ngento ebhalwe nguye mina ngithi akayibhalanga phambi kwami nokuthi wayibhala kuphi angiyazi.
I would not dispute what was written by him, and he did not write it in my presence.
Ngoba Nkosi enkantolo ngeke ngayitshena ukuthi umhani masifike e-police station wayengishiya nomabhene emotweni angene ngaphakathi angimazi ukuthi wayekwenzani uyobuya sebuya kimi nokhiye esethi angiphuma emotweni asingene ngaphakathi ahamba ngikhiyelele.
As I did not know where was he writing, and as I have explained, my lord, that Mohani would leave me in the vehicle with Mabena, then he would go into the police station, then later come back and collect me, then he would place me in a cell.
Ukuthi wayebhala ukuthini ke angazi mina Nkosi enkantolo.
I would not know what was he writing.
And then I put it to you that Mohane is not responsible for writing the cell register.
Mshushisi ke uthi akusiyena umkhani obekade enelungelo lokuthi angabhala into ezibhalwe kwi-register yasemaseleni.
Ngiyethemba Nkosi enkantolo mina umthetho wase-police station angiwazi nowasejele angiwazi mina makuthiwa yenza so ngenza lokho athi angikwenza ngoba phela nguye ophethe ikey yangithi mina ngazi next.
My lord, I would not know the rules and regulations of the police station and even those of the prison. I would just follow an instruction as I would be given.
And you first testified in this court that Mohane had the cell keys in his possession.
Uqhubeke wathi uMohani wayekade eneyikhiya zesele.
Nkosi enkantolo ngiyaphinda ngiyayicacisa lento. Masifike e-police station upaka imoto uyehla yena ongena ngapha angena ngakhona. Mayebuya uphethe ukhiyo omkhulu ngesandla. Atshena uMabhena ukuthi akangivulele.
My lord, I would repeat that when we get to the police station, he would alight the vehicle, then go into the police station, and when he comes back, he would come back with the big key and instruct Mabena to put me out of the vehicle.
Mangiphuma emotweni uyavula la eminyango lapho ngena khona emaseleni ngimlandela ngemuva uMabhena uza ngemuva Nkosi enkantolo.
And when I get out of the vehicle, he would be in front, and then I would be in the middle, and Mabena would be following me.
Ngiyama lapha phakathi namasele ephasejini uya-check amasele ukuthi yiphi isele right.
And then I would be in the corridors as he would be checking which cell is right.
Le ngenamuntu a-check nespotshi nengubo ukuthi ikhona nekhona phakathi.
A cell that did not have a person, and he would also check if there was a sponge and a blanket.
Hayi ukuthi ukhiya ukuye uhlele kuye emontweni.
I am not saying that he always had a key in his possession or in the vehicle.
So it is your evidence before this court that there was no one from that particular station that was accompanying Mohane when they went to detain you inside the cell.
Bufakazi bakho ukuthi bekade kungenaphoyisa elisuka kuleyo police station ebelikade lihambisana nani noMohane ngalesikhathi ekufunela isele.
Ngeqiniso Nkosi enkantolo kunjani.
That is correct, my lord.
And can you tell the court in which vehicle were they traveling in?
ake utshele inkantolo ukuthi bekade kuhanjwa ngayiphi imoto.
Mina Nkosi enkantolo endaweni engihambe ngeFortuna lemhlophe.
A lot of places, my lord, I traveled with a white Toyota Fortuner.
And it was evidence before this court that that particular vehicle is also fitted with an AVL cracking system.
Leo moto kuye kwaziwa nobufakazi bokuthi yayikade ifakwe i-AVL le ebizwa ukuthi i-track.
Angiyazi leyo nto leyo ngizwa ngani Nkosi enkantolo.
I do not know about that. I'm only hearing it from you, my lord.
It was evidence said before this court.
Uthi ubufakazi obulethiwe la enkantolo.
Yebo.
Yes.
And as the vehicle travels, it produces a report as to the locations that it went past.
Leo moto njengoba ukuthi iyahamba kunala ukuthi ine report ukuthi imephi noma idlulaphi.
Yebo ngiyezwa.
Yes, I can hear you.
That even on the date that you were arrested, the vehicle is located near your address.
Futhi nokuthi ngalelanga uzebe uboshwa ngalo imoto leyo yona ibonakala ingase addressing lakho labo kade uhlala khona.
Yebo.
Yes, I can hear that.
And then furthermore, it also shows when they arrive at Pretoria North.
Futhi iyabonisa nangalesikhathi ikade ifika ePretoria North.
Yebo Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, my lord.
So can you agree with me that this system can be reliable?
Manje ungavumelana naye umshushisi ukuthi leyo system le
To that. The witness is not an expert on AVL, so that's an unfair question to him.
Yes, sir.
No, I will leave the question. Now, let us proceed now. You are now detained at Pretoria North Police Station. Can you take the court? What happened on the 17th? Now, that is the following day.
asiqhubeke ke usu se police station yase Pretoria North akutshele inkantolo ukuthi kwenzakeleni ilanga elilandelelayo i17.
Nkosi enkantolo isikhathi angisibuka ngekuseni ukuthi kwakubani isikhathi ngalesi sikhathi kufika umuntu ayehamba nomhane ezongishutha ithombe.
My lord, I did not look at the time on that particular day when a person who was in a company of Mohane came to take pictures of me.
Wathathile ithombe wathi ngigumule nasenyaweni waqeda ngabuyela eseleni phakathi.
They took pictures of me and he also instructed me to take off my shoes, and then after that I was instructed to go back into the cell.
Okay. Before that time, when Mohane arrived with that particular person, did you receive any food from the police?
Ngaphambi kokuthi bafike uMkhane naye lo omunye lo bekade ehamba naye uye wathola ukudla kusuka emaphoyiseni.
Ngangakakutholi Nkosi enkantolo mina ukudla.
I had not yet received food.
And then after Mohane came with that particular person, did you receive any food?
Ngemva kokuthi uMkhane afike nalowo muntu uye wathola ukudla.
Cha Nkosi enkantolo.
No, my lord.
Did you receive food on that particular day at all?
Wathola ukudla na kulelo langa lonke.
Mhlawumbe ukudla Nkosi enkantolo ngize ngakuthole emini.
Perhaps I got food later during the day.
Was it before Mohane booked you out now to the boardroom, or it was after?
Ingaphambi kokuthi uMkhane ekhiphe ekuse eboardroom noma ngemva kwalokho.
Ngemuva kwalokho.
It was after.
Ngiqale eboardroom ngabuya ngahlala ngase usisi la ngekudla.
I started first at the boardroom, then I came back and sat for some time, then a lady gave me food.
And then you said it was in the afternoon.
Uthebe kusemini.
Yebo mangithi kusemini Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, my lord, when I am saying in the afternoon, I am referring to the afternoon.
I want to get you right here. And let's move very slowly.
uthi ufuna ukubuzwa kahle umshushisi le ndaba asihambe ngonyawo lonwabu.
Yeah.
You received food after the questioning happened inside the boardroom.
Uthi udle ngemva kokuthi sohlonywe imibuzo boardroom.
Yebo Nkosi enkantolo.
That is correct.
What type of food did you receive?
Ukudla okunjani lokho okutholile?
Angisakhumbuli Nkosi enkantolo kokudla onjani.
I cannot recall, my lord, what type of food did I receive.
And then, will you dispute that you were booked out around 16:55?
Uzophika ukuthi wena uye wabhukiwa out wakhishwa imizuzu emihlanu ngaphambi kwehora lesihlanu ntambama.
Angazi Nkosi enkantolo ngoba isikhathi ngangingenaso.
I do not know, my lord, as I did not have a watch.
And then, according to the entry made, you were booked back to the cells at 19:55.
As the court pleases, Lord, I'm sorry to keep on interjecting. We don't know the date that is referred to. It's only you were booked out and back on which day, as the court pleases, Lord.
My lord, if my colleague was following my evidence, I said I'm now moving to the events of the 17th of June 2020. Entry made 1955, you were booked back now. That's when you had your food.
Manje umshushisi uthi ngalo lelo langa lange 17 June 2020 ubuyiswe imizuzu emihlanu ngaphambi kwehora lesishagalombili kula uye wadla khona.
Ngizosho njalo Nkosi enkantolo ngoba ngase ngibuya khona bebengibize khona boardroom.
I would say so, my lord, as I had returned from the boardroom.
But 5 minutes to 8 is not known anymore, sir.
Kodwa imizuzu emihlanu ngaphambi kwehora lesishagalombili akusasemini ngaleso sikhathi.
Nkosi enkantolo ngiyathemba lento le umshushisa ngibuza ngayo into ebhalwe umuntu ubhala noma yena ethandayo. Ngeke ngithi mina isikhathi lesiyiso or ngoba eboardroom Nkosi enkantolo angihlalanga isikhathi eside.
My lord, I believe what the state is reading was written by a person, and I do not know what that person had wrote because in the boardroom I did not take long.
Isikhathi sokubuya ngisazi namanje.
I do not know the time when I went to the boardroom and what time did I return from the boardroom.
How long were you inside that particular bedroom?
I-boardroom leyana uthathe isikhathi esingakanani kuyo?
Iboardroom Nkosi enkantolo engaphakathi emaselene.
How
boardroom.
long were you inside that boardroom?
Uthathe isikhathi esingakanani laphayana e-boardroom?
Angeke ngikwazi Nkosi enkantolo ukusimeshina ngoba ngangena le watch. Kube mhlawumbe washa ke khona ngizosho kumbe Nkosi enkantolo isikhathi esingaka.
I would not be able to estimate how long did I take as I did not have a watch.
You see, that is the problem, Mr. Ntanzi. You gave a detailed version of what happened, but when it comes to these specific questions that I'm asking, all of a sudden you do not know, and because you do not have a watch. Why is it like that?
Uthi ke inkinga yona leyo mnumzane Ntanzi ukuthi wena uphane ngobufakazi yonke into ukuthi kwenzakele kodwa uma kufika kule ndawo yesikhathi wena awusazi ukuthi isikhathi uthatha isikhathi esingakanani.
Ngiyathemba Nkosi enkantolo lokho ngiqalile ukumala akaze ngikhulume ngesikhathi mina.
I believe, my lord, since I started testifying, I've never mentioned any time.
Can you tell this court now who was present in that particular boardroom?
Akucacisele inkantolo ke bebunabobani e-boardroom.
Nkosi enkantolo eboardroom kwakunguye Sergeant Mkhana.
There was Sergeant Mukhani, Mabena,
Babu Kininda,
Brigadier Gininda,
Sergeant Mkhola,
Sergeant Mukhola,
abanye ngangabaza amagama kodwa ngingabakhumbula bese bangomunye futhi lo wama-class band engingalazi igama lakhe.
and others I do not recall their names.
And then what was the questioning inside that boardroom?
Imibuzo, bowubuzwa miphi phakathi laphayana boardroom.
Imibuzo ngangibuzwa ubaba uGininde engibuza ngangikuphi ngo-October.
I was asked by Brigadier Gininda on where was I in October.
What was your response?
Impendulo yakho itheni?
Ngamtshela ngathi Nkosi enkantolo angisakhumbula ukuthi ngangikuphi na ngo-October.
I responded saying I cannot remember on where was I in October.
Noma ngangisemsebenzini noma ngangisekhaya angisakhumbuli.
Whether was I at work or was I at home, I would not recall.
Did he ask October of which year?
Uye wakubuza ukuthi October wamuphi unyaka?
Yebo ngibuzile athi October la ka-2014.
Yes, he said October of 2014.
And then did he give the date?
Uye wakunika ilanga usuku.
Uke wanginika Nkosi enkantolo yize sengasakhumbula ukuthi liphi lelo langa lelo. Uke wanginika yena.
Indeed, my Lord, he gave me a date. However, I cannot recall which date specifically did he give me.
And then your response was that you cannot recall whether you were at home or you were at work.
When impendulo yakho uthe awusakhumbula ukuthi wawukade usekhaya noma wawukade usemsebenzini.
Ngoba ngumuntu osebenza Nkosi enkantolo. Yingakho ngithi uma ngingekho emsebenzini ngisuke ngisekhaya.
That is correct, my Lord, as I was employed, and if I am not at home, I would be at work.
And the next question that he asked,
Omunye umbuzo oye wakubuza wona utheni?
Ungibuzile Nkosi enkantolo nangegolide nangama-director ekhanda.
He asked me with regards to a gold tooth and dreadlocks
Nama-tattoo futhi.
and tattoos
Nenombolo le-28 yasejele.
and the number which was the witness pointing at his right shoulder, the number 28 which was made from prison.
what was your response to that question?
When utheni ngalokho?
Ngithe mina nalelo nombolo le yasejele okokuqala angiyazi ukuthi inombolo enjani leyo.
I told him that I do not know even that number.
Ngoba-
Which type of a number is it?
Ngoba ilanga lokuqala lelo ngiboshiwe.
As it was my first day being arrested.
Okwesibili ngaphendula ukuthi azange aze ngafaka igolide.
Secondly, I responded that I have never had a gold tooth.
Okwesibili ngaphinda ngasho ukuthi angizange ube ne-threat ekhanda.
I again responded that I have never had dreadlocks.
Wasethi-ke mangigumule ufuna ukubona serious ukuthi azange ngibe nama-tattoo nenombolo le.
He instructed me to take off my clothes so that he would see if I do not have that number indeed.
Ngigumulile-ke Nkosi enkantolo.
I undressed.
Wangithatha iy'thombe zokubonisa ukuthi ngeqiniso azange nize ngibe nayo le nto le.
And he took pictures of me to show that indeed I do not have that number.
Is that all?
Yiko kodwa akubuzile?
Yebo mangikhumbula-ke Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, my Lord, if my memory serves me well.
Did you know Gininda and Sergeant Mkhola as at that particular stage as you claim that they were there?
Wawukade ubazi uGininda no Sergeant Mkhola ngaleso sikhathi njengoba uthi bebakade bekhona.
Cha ngangikade ngingabazi Nkosi enkantolo. Angithi ubaba uGininda wangitshela ukuthi yena uBrother Gininda. Angisange wathi uBrother Gininda kodwa ngaleso ngizwa manje uBrother Gininda khona igama libizayo uqaleni yena kimi.
I did not know them at that time, and Mr. Gininda had introduced himself. I am not sure which title did he give me. However, I just heard here in court that he is now a brigadier, but there is a specific title that he gave at that time.
And then Brigadier Gininda was before this court, he denied ever being in Pretoria North on the 17th of June 2020. What is your comment?
Ubrigadier Gininda yena uye waphika ukuthi nge-17 zika June 2020 azange yena abe khona ePretoria North epolice station. Wena uthini ngalokho?
Nkosi enkantolo manje ngiyaphinda mina. yena umuntu engangikhuluma naye Nkosi enkantolo ugenile.
My Lord, I am still maintaining that he is a person that I was speaking to.
Ngoba bonke laba bekhona babethule ngaphandle kwamabhene umuntu owasukuma kuthiwa akangicheck akangibuke la straight eduze naye ukuthi ayikho lento lela.
Except for Mabena, who stood up as he was instructed that he should closely look at me, whether didn't I have that particular number on my shoulder.
Do you recall being questioned regarding the Nongoma case?
Usakhumbula uhlonywa imibuzo ngaleli cala laseNongoma?
Azange Nkosi enkantolo ngabuza ngecala kwaNongoma manje. Ngiqala ukuzwa manje ngakhunywa ngomkhane la phambi kweNkosi enkantolo.
I was never questioned about the Nongoma case. I only started hearing it when Sergeant Mukhani was testifying.
And then you were in court when questions were put to Sergeant Mohane when they first approached you on the 16th of June 2020 that they were arresting you for the Nongoma case. Do you recall that part of evidence?
Wawukade ulaye enkantolo ngalesikhathi uSergeant Mukhani ezebe ehlonywa imibuzo ukuthi yena uthe ukubophela icala lakwaNongoma. Sakhumbula lokho?
Yebo Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, my Lord.
And he even placed the case number on record.
Yena ke uphinde washo ne case number ukuthi yayikade ithi yaleli yacala lakwaNongoma.
Yebo Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, my Lord.
And then through your counsel, you even said that, did you have a J50 when you went to arrest the accused person at Freedom Park Phase 2?
Ummeli wakho waphinda wabuza ukuthi wayekade enayo na iJ50 incwadi egunyaza ukuboshwa ngalesikhathi uyoboshwa eThembisa.
Thembisa.
Did you say Thembisa?
Freedom Park Phase
Freedom
2.
Park.
Angeke ngiphendule ummeli baba Nkosi enkantolo.
I would not respond on behalf of what the defense had said.
But those were your instructions, say. Those were your instructions.
Uthi kodwa kwakade kuyinto ewena utshele ummeli lokho.
Nkosi enkantolo mina ngizange ngiboshele icala lakwaNongoma namanje ngisamile phambi kweNkosi enkantolo angizange ngaboshele icala lakwaNongoma ngiqala ukuzwa ngomhane manje ngoba ngisho Rustenburg ilawyer le yami estate amayembuza se testify ukuthi namacala amangaki wathi nginecala lasephosphorus lona lele ngiphambi kweNkosi enkantolo njengamanje kube icala lani kube icala lenhlamvu lase Rustenburg into ayikhuluma le lakwaNongoma ngiqala ukuzwa la phambi kweNkosi enkantolo.
My Lord, I have never been arrested for the Nongoma case. As the first time when I heard about the Nongoma case, it was when Sergeant Mukhani was testifying here in court. Because even in Rustenburg, when my defense attorney from Legal Aid had asked him how many cases do I have, he said I have the Nongoma case, the Phosphorus case, and the case for possession of ammunition. I have never been charged for the Nongoma case.
See, I understand you're a lay person, Mr. Ntanzi.
Uthi uyazwisisa umshushisi ukuthi awufundanga.
And I don't want you to get into the merits of what happened at that cocaine case
Futhi
where Mohane gave evidence.
futhi akafuna ukuthi ungene kudaba ukuthi kwayenzakalani lapha kuleli yacala lasephukeni la uMukhani bekade ephana ngobufakazi.
Yebo Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, my
So
Lord.
let's leave those issues.
Uthi lezo indaba asiziyeke lezo ozikhuluma.
Yebo Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, my Lord.
When you were booked in at 2242 on the 16th of June 2020, you were detained under a Nongoma case 163 of 10, is it 2019 or 2018?
Uthi ke umshushisi ngalesikhathi wawukade ufakwa ngo2242 nge16 okade ufakelwa icala lika Nongoma ucase number 163 10 of 22 which year
2018.
uthi icala laka 2018
Nkosi enkantolo namanje ngisaphinda lapha Nkosi enkantolo ngiqala la ukuthi nangiboshele icala lakwaNongoma
my Lord.
futhi azange ngibe necala kwaNongoma.
I am repeating that it was my first time here in court hearing of the Nongoma case. I have never had any case in KwaNongoma.
Now let us move to that document in front of you.
Uthi asiqhubeke ke size kuleli phepha.
Notice of rights.
Incwadi enika umuntu amalungelo wakhe.
Ngiyalibona Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, I can see
Whose
it.
signature appears on that document?
Angithi bocele original.
Yeah.
Ubani osayinela?
I-signature ngayami Nkosi enkantolo ngiyayibona.
This is my signature, I can see it.
What were you signing for?
Wawukade usayinela?
Nkosi enkantolo mina mangingena e-police station ngatshela ukuthi ngiboshelwa icala laseFosolasa. Azange ngitshela ngecala kwaNongoma.
My lord, when I went into the police station, I was informed that I am being arrested for the first Loras matter. I have never been told of the Nongoma case.
Uma ukuthi Nkosi enkantolo wayengibophela icala ngo wayenganginikanga elami iphepha leli ngoba mina iphepha namanje ngiliphethe. Iphepha laseRustenburg li1. Anginalo iphepha leli mina.
My lord.
Liphi elami ke?
If I was arrested for the Nongoma case, then why was I not given a copy? Because I do not have a copy of that Nongoma case.
But that is the document that it is issued. That is a control document that goes to the docket. You were given your own copy, say. I'm putting it to you.
Uthi le ncwadi le iyathathwa ifake kwidokodo. Wena uthi uyakutshela ukuthi uye wanikwa icopy yakho.
Iphutha lelo Nkosi enkantolo.
That is a mistake, my lord.
Who is making that mistake?
Ubani oyenza lelo phutha?
Angithi ngizwa lapha Nkosi enkantolo ukuthi nanganeko lelo phepha. Iphepha namanje Nkosi enkantolo nathi engiliphethe li1 nalo.
As I am hearing here in court, my lord, that I was given a copy. The only copy that I was given, it was the one that the witness is showing.
I'm asking you, who is making that particular mistake regarding this document?
Uthi umshushisi uyakubuza ukuthi ubani oyenza lelo phutha ngaleli phepha.
Umuntu owabhala la Nkosi enkantolo.
The person that wrote here, my lord.
And that is Sergeant Mokhani.
Lo muntu owabhala la uSergeant Mokhani.
Ngizosho njalo Nkosi enkantolo ngoba nguyobhalela akusimina ngibhalela.
Yes, I would say that because I am not the one who wrote here, he is the one that wrote here.
Ngoba mina Nkosi enkantolo yena mayengitshena wangitshena straight emadlebeni etshena umabhena wangitshena indoda icala ongena ngalo la icala laseFosolasa.
Because he told me straight to my face that I am being arrested for the first Loras case.
Etshena mina icala kwaNongoma ngiyaphinda manje ngiqala ukuzwa la phambi kweNkosi enkantolo.
And I was told through Mabena, as Sergeant Mokhani would instruct him, and then he informed me of what I was arrested for, and it was my first time hearing of the Nongoma case here in court.
And in that document, he also wrote that the case number is Nongoma case 163 of 10/2018.
Asibone ke. Kule ncwadi. My apologies. Uyabona kubhalwe Nongoma case 163/10/2018.
Yebo Nkosi enkantolo ngiyabo.
Yes, my lord, I can see that.
Even on the exhibit where you were booked in at Pretoria North, he wrote the same thing.
Futhi nakubufakazi la bekade uye wabhukhwa khona ePretoria North. Ubhale kanjalo ebhala yona le Nongoma case.
Kubhala yena Nkosi enkantolo kodwa akwenzekanga ngalendlela le. Le yena abhale ngakaza ngibuze mina ngamacala kwaNongoma.
This is what he wrote, my lord. However, it did not happen according to the way he had written. He has never asked me about any Nongoma case.
Let's take it a step further now.
Uthi asiqhubekise siyise phambili.
Yebo.
Your counsel produced a document before this court, Exhibit VV, bearing the same case number of Nongoma.
Ummeli wakho uye wakhipha incwadi ethize la enkantolo. Ubufakazi buka VV ebekade ikhuluma ngayo le case number le yakwaNongoma.
Yebo Nkosi enkantolo ngimamela.
Yes, my lord, I am listening.
Do you have a comment?
Ikhona into ongathanda ukuyiphawula ngalokho.
Angeke ngikwazi Nkosi enkantolo ukuphendula ngento engayaziyo.
I would not be able to comment with regards to what I do not know.
Were you not shown that particular document that your defense produced before this court?
Ummeli wakho akazange akubonise leyo ncwadi eyena wayiletha la enkantolo njengobufakazi.
Ngisacela ke bengikhombise mhlambe ngingayikhumbula.
Can I please be shown that document? Perhaps I would remember it. Iyona le ncwadi.
Angisakhumbuli Nkosi enkantolo noma wangibonisa noma kangibonisanga angisakhumbuli.
I do not remember whether the defense showed me this document or not.
Are you certain, sir?
Unesiqiniseko salokho?
Mangithi angisakhumbuli ngiqinisile manje angisakhumbuli noma wangibonisa.
When I am saying I do not remember, I am certain that I do not remember.
Now, I am putting it to you that that answer you just gave to me now, it can be argued at a later stage that it indicates the improbability of your version.
Uthi lempendulo le omnika yona manje bangahle bona bayidingide noma bayixoxe isikhathi uma sesiqhubeka ukuthi iyabonisa ukuthi wena ubufakazi bakho akusibona ubufakazi beqiniso.
Nkosi enkantolo ziningi izinto engisikhonjiswa ubaba uMngomezulu mina.
My Lord, there are a lot of documents that I was shown by Mr. Mngomezulu.
So angikhombise khona angangikhombisanga ngoba ngithi Nkosi enkantolo angisakhumbuli.
And my Lord, as I am saying that some of the documents that he had shown me, I cannot remember.
So why did you invite me to give you a copy of that particular document?
Manje kungani wakade uthi umshoshisi akubonise le ncwadi?
Bengifuna ukubona le nto akhuluma ngayo ngoba angiyazi.
I wanted to see what the state is referring to. My Lord.
Do you know anyone by the name of Qiniselani Buthelezi?
Khona umuntu omaziyo ngegama lika Qiniselani Buthelezi?
Cha Nkosi enkantolo.
No, my Lord.
Who was charged in that particular case?
Owathweswa icala kuleli cala?
Angimazi Nkosi enkantolo.
No, I do not know him.
So are you saying that document, which the court spent a lot of time being argued, is something that you do not know of?
Manje ufuna ukuthi wena le ncwadi le ekuthi inkantolo iye yathatha isikhathi ilibele kudingidwa loludaba la le ncwadi wena yindaba into ongayazi?
Ngisacela ungiphindela.
May you please repeat the
You want
question?
me to repeat the question, or you want the interpreter to repeat the question to you?
Ufuna mina Toliki ngikuphindele umbuzo noma ufuna umshushisi akuphindele umbuzo?
Ngicela wena ungiphindele futhi.
He's asking for the interpreter to repeat the question. Uthi umshushisi ufuna ukuthi le ncwadi le eyukuthi iye yaxoxwa yadingidwa la enkantolo abameli nabashushisi lenkantolo ibikade ilalele wena ubukade ungazi ngayo wawuqala ukuzwa ngayo futhi awazi lutho?
Yebo Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, my Lord, I do not know anything about the document.
So when Mokhane was asked about this document, why did you not ask either Mr. Ramosipile or Advocate Mngomezulu to show you that particular document?
Manje kungani ungazange ucele ummeli wakho uMngomezulu noma umnumzana uRamosipili ukuthi ucela bakubonise le ncwadi le ukuthi kulibele kukhulunywa ngayo?
Nkosi enkantolo ngiyathemba mangihleli la phambi kwakho ziningi izinto ekhulunywa la phambi kwakho enkantolo.
My Lord, I believe as I am seated by the accused dog, there are a lot of things that are spoken here in court.
Manje ngeke ngikwazi ukuthi lokhu kufike nini lokhu kufike nini ngoba ziningi nezinto engisikhombisa ubaba uMngomezulu. Ubaba uMngomezulu nguye wazi ukukhuluma nenkosi enkantolo, nguye wazi ukukhuluma into engisuke ngamtshene yona mina.
Now, my Lord, I would not know when was this exhibit produced or when is a certain document produced, as Mr. Mngomezulu is the one that is able to address the court I would not be able to address the court.
ngoba nje ngithi angisakhumbuli noma wangikhombisa noma kangikhombisanga.
As I am saying, I do not remember if I was shown or I was not shown.
So you disagree with that particular document by saying, I do not recall
Shukuthi wena
being shown that
uphikisana-
document.
uphikisana nale ncwadi uma uthi awusakhumbuli ukuthi uye waboniswa le ncwadi.
Angi
Sorry, I'm going to object to this line of questioning. That answer has been asked and answered. And he says, I do not recall because a lot of things were shown to me. I'm not sure whether this was shown to me or not. That's being argumentative and asked and answered.
Yes, Mrs. Banda.
But I'm testing his version, my lord. And it's during cross-examination, I can ask him questions. And now my question is is he disagreeing seeing this document by saying, I do not recall? You can just say yes or no, and then we move on.
Yes, sir.
Uthi umshushisi ufuna ukubona ukuthi wena uthembeke kangakanani. Uthini? Uthi awusakhumbuli ukuboniswa le ncwadi noma awukaze wabona le ncwadi.
ngoba ngisho nenkosi enkantolo ukuthi ziningi izinto ezikhonjiswa ubaba uMngomezulu.
As I am saying, my lord, that there are a lot of documents that I was shown by Mr. Mngomezulu.
Kungenzeka mhlambe ngiyibonile waphindwa ngibonisa ezinye.
It is possible.
Ngeke
It is possible that I might have seen it, and then he showed me other documents. Therefore, I would not dispute it.
Thank you. Now let us proceed now. From the time where you had your meal,
Uthi asiqhubeke ke kusukela ngalesa sikhathi uzebe udla.
Yebo.
Yes.
on the 17th of June, now we're back on the 17th of June.
Siyabuyela futhi kwi-17 zika June 2020.
Yebo nkosi enkantolo.
Were you
Yes, my
assaulted?
lord. Uye washawa
The 17.
on the 17th.
Yes.
Uthi yebo.
Cha nkosi enkantolo.
No, my lord.
Were you questioned?
Wabuzwa kodwa imibuzo.
Wangibuza imibuzo nkosi enkantolo uGeninda.
Yes, Brigadier Geninda asked me questions.
Were you tortured?
Uye watorchariwa. Wahlukunyezwa.
Cha nkosi enkantolo.
No, my lord.
Were you choked?
Uye wafakwa utube.
Akazange angifake nkosi enkantolo.
He did not place a tube on me.
Were you threatened?
Uye wathuselwa.
Azange angithuse ngoba phela sasikhuluma ngethe ngibuza ngecala leli laseFosola sele ngiphambi kwaliphambi kwenkosi enkantolo.
He did not threaten me as we were speaking with regards to the matter of Vosloorus.
Now, during that conversation you had with Sergeant Mokhane, as per our version, did you inform him where you were working?
Manje, njengoba wakade ukhuluma no Sergeant Mokhane, uye wamtshela ukuthi wawukade usebenza.
Angizange ngikhulume noSatsheni Mokhane.
The witness clearly stated the person that I spoke to was Brigadier Geninda. He's the one that was asking me a question, except Mabena, when he was requested to check tattoos. He's never testified about speaking to Mokhane.
Yes, Mrs. Banda is saying.
My lord, that is our version. Gininda was not there as far as we are concerned. So for me, it's a fair question.
Yeah, could proceed. So put it to him, no? Don't
I put
ask
it to
him.
you that during your examination or your questioning with Sergeant Mokhane, you were questioned about your place of employment.
Uthi umshushisi uyakutshela ukuthi ngalesikhathi ubuzwa imibuzo uSergeant Mokhane uye wakubuza nangendaba yomsebenzi.
Azange ngibuze nkosi enkantolo uMokhane imibuzo.
Sergeant Mokhane did not ask me questions, my lord.
So how come on the 18th of June 2020, he managed to drive to a place where you were employed?
Manje kuze kanjani ukuthi nge-18 zika June 2020 uye washayela imoto waya labo kade usebenza khona?
Nkosi enkantolo mina ngangiphendula imibuzo kuGeninda.
My lord, I was answering questions that were coming from Geninda.
My question is, how come they managed to drive to Sibanye Stillwater Mine in Carltonville the following day?
Umbuzo wakamshushisi ukuthi kuze kanjani ukuthi bakwazi ukushayela imoto ukuya eSibanye?
Angemazi nkosi enkantolo.
I do not know, my lord.
And then now let us move to the events of the 18th of June. Now we arrive at Sibanye Stillwater Mine.
Asiyeke nge-18 zika June 2020 siyafika manje eSibanye Stillwater Mine.
Yebo Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, my lord.
Take us through what happened there.
Akusitshele ke ukuthi kwenzakeleni khona la.
Nkosi enkantolo masifika la ngangisebenza khona.
My lord, when we arrived where I used to work,
Ngoba singenile ngomgwaqo lo ohluka ama oye edrobheni sangela ngomgwaqo lo wangibuza yena ukuthi ngisebenza kuyiphi shaft ngoba ama shaft emaningi.
we took an off ramp from the road that leads to town. Then he asked me, which shaft am I working at, as there are a lot of shafts,
Ngayikhomba ke number 8.
and I pointed number 8.
Masifika khona Nkosi enkantolo sama kuma parking yena wehla wangela ngaphakathi ngashiyeka nomabhena.
Upon our arrival, we parked at the parkings, and I was left behind with my banner, and he went inside.
Ukuthi ngaphakathi wenzani yena angimazi wasebuya ke futhi kimi ezothi umabhena akangikhiphe emotweni singene ngaphakathi sonke.
I do not know what did he do as he went inside the shaft. Then he later come back and said, I must come together with my banner.
Umabhena ke ngoba izandla ngangifase ngemuva so ngangengikwazi ungena egateini lena ngoba ama gate akhona la ajikeleza.
As my hands were cuffed from the back, I would not be able to go into the gate, as those gates are the ones that are moving around.
Wangikhipha wayifasa ngaphambili.
And he cuffed me from the front.
Sasesamba sebanga sekukhona nomunye umlungu angamazi ukuthi umlungu lo yena wesimanyana ayokhomba lona eoffice ngavela nami office ngangilazi kodwa umuntu wayephakathi kwasengasiyena lo ngangimazi.
And then we left with a certain white person whom I did not know, as we were now going into the office.
Befike ke bekhulumeke lapha ngingezi ukuthi ukukhulunywa ngona into engangiyazi ngangazifana ngalo.
And
Ukukhulunywayo.
they spoke, and I do not know what is it that they were talking about, as I only knew and understood Fanagalo.
Ngoba ngamuza umlungu lesentshela ngafana ngalo ukuthi angibiza inombolo le ye-clogging card leqala ngo-Z le number yami yasemsebenzini.
And I heard the white person asking me in Fanagalo to give them my Z number.
My lord, can we adjourn for 15 minutes for tea? We'll proceed. 15 minutes.